Hi, I'm Moby, and this is my studio. Today I'm working on the song The Lonely Night. It's a song that I recorded with Mark Lanegan, and Stent, who's helping me produce the record, he and I were listening to the original recording, and we liked it, but we thought that it sounded too clean. And because Mark Lanegan has this beautiful vocal delivery, and the music just felt maybe a little too, I don't know, like almost like too synthetic. So we had this very, very strange idea. And the idea was to take all of the music and send it through a distortion pedal, like this, from the nice people at Zvex, I think Zvex. And I mean, Spike and I have been making records individually for a long time, and I don't think either one of us had ever thought to take an entire track and just put it through a distortion pedal. But we gave, being old punk rockers, we gave ourselves this challenge and said we're not going to use any of the original instruments. We're just going to only record the track, every instrument, through a distortion pedal going through an amp. So by way of explanation, here, I'll play it for a second the way it sounds right now. So you can, well, here, I'll fast forward a little bit. So, I mean, subjectively, personally, I think it sounds nice, but then why not try it through the distortion pedal into an amp? Because then all of a sudden it's going to sound really weird, which is the goal. Well, maybe not sound weird, but more atmospheric. So we have the amp over there and the distortion pedal. So I don't know how well you can hear that, but through the distortion pedal it just sounds so much more almost atmospheric and apocalyptic. Maybe not apocalyptic, but it just sounds a lot less clean and has a lot more character, a lot more texture. And then Spike and I had this idea that as the track progressed, to turn up the distortion level. And so we played it like this. It already sounds pretty messy, but then I just kept turning the distortion pedal up. So that by the end of the track, you can't actually really hear any of the individual instruments. All you can hear is this cacophony, this big distorted mess coming through the distortion pedal and the amp. And after we recorded it this way, Spike and I looked at each other and sort of asked, like, are we allowed to do this? Are you allowed to record a song where all of the instruments are summed together and put through an analog distortion pedal into a guitar amp? So we've almost given ourselves this challenge, like, well, instead of making a super clean, super, I don't know, like well technically produced track, we just thought put the instruments through a distortion pedal and see what happens. So that's how we ended up with the very strange sound and atmosphere on the song The Lonely Night. Thanks.